Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Lock Looney Tune. Today is VEDA day 20 or day 21, I'm not sure. I'll just put it up there. I know a lot of kids actually do enjoy their time at summer camp. Me personally, I didn't enjoy my experience at summer camp, especially the last day of summer camp. The last day of summer camp for me was so traumatic. It was so bad that I don't really remember anything else that happened at summer camp. Like, I don't remember anything else that happened the whole time I was at summer camp. So basically we had bungalows, you know, me and the girls that we were staying all together in the same area. They called them bungalows, and we had our own beds, and we kept our, you know, belongings underneath these beds and stuff like that. They didn't have locks on the doors or anything. It was just like screen doors, and people could come and go as they pleased, and it was gnats, and it was flies, and it was mosquitoes. It was camp, and it was, oh my God, it was something crazy. So one day the camp counselors told us that they had an activity for us to do that was down by the river. So what we had to do was get ourselves prepared, get our bathing suits on, get our cover-ups, sarongs, shorts, have our flip-flops, towels, and all that stuff ready, and then go down to the river where they were to participate in this activity, which I think was canoeing or paddle boating or swimming, something like that. It was some type of water activity because we had to wear our bathing suits. I got all my stuff together, everything, and left everything else that I brought with me to camp, which was my bag and stuff, my clothes, change of clothes, underwear, all those things, bras, all that stuff was left under my bunk in the bungalow. So I went on down with the rest of the girls, and we went and participated in this activity, and it was nice. We had canoes and we participated, and I could swim at the time, so I didn't have no problem with that, getting in the water and things of that nature. I enjoyed spending time with the girls, with some of the girls, because I did get along with some of the girls. Some of them were very nice, and then there was some that were not so nice. There was some that were kind of quote-unquote mean girls. They were very nasty. They were very mean to some of the other girls for no apparent reason, which was really fucked up, you know what I'm saying? So I tried not to interact too much with those girls and stuff, but I could still tell that they had this thing about me where as though they made it seem like they were better than everyone else, that they were better than me, and that they had this little cocky attitude that I just didn't like. At the time I was about 12, 13 years old. We participated in the event. Once we got done, everybody got out of the water. You know, we started to dry off, get our things back together, put our, you know, shorts and everything back on, and start to dry off. And then we headed back to the bungalows and everything, I guess, to get ready to eat. Like I say, this is the last day. This is the last day of camp. So meanwhile, they're getting ready for people to eat and stuff, getting ready for our lunch and stuff before we actually leave, and we're supposed to go back to the bungalows and get our stuff packed and all wrapped up so we can get ready to go. Once we walk back up, I go back into my bungalow, into the area where my clothes are, and when I get there, all of my stuff is gone. My clothes are gone, my bags are gone, everything that I came with is gone. Anything, and it's gone. Like, it's no trace of it. And I know where I put it. I did not misplace it. I did not lose it. I put it under my bunk, and it was not there when I got back. So all I had in my possession was my bathing suits, my shorts that I was wearing, my flip-flops that I was wearing, and my towel. That's all I had on me. I didn't have anything else. And I told the camp counselors what happened. I didn't accuse anyone individually. Like, I didn't point anyone out and say, you did this to my stuff, you took my stuff. I never did that. I just told the camp counselors that someone took my stuff. And they're asking me, you sure you didn't misplace it? No, I didn't misplace my stuff. It was humiliating for me to walk around my bungalow not having my stuff, and to hear like little snickers from girls, you know, the mean girls, or Snickers, and because I knew one of them had to have something to do with it, because you could tell, you know, you could look at people and see what the situation is. You could be like, okay, well, I know she has something to do with it. She wouldn't be over there snickering if, you know, if she didn't have anything to do with it. Even though the girls around me, you know, a lot of them had their bathing suits on, it was still kind of humiliating for me. But nothing was more humiliating than when I went home. I actually had to catch the bus home. Like, I caught the public bus home from the campsite. Actually, they dropped us off. Their campsite dropped us off. They had a bus that took us to a certain spot. From that certain spot, I took the public bus home, and I had to do this in my bathing suit, in my shorts, and in flip-flops with nothing with my towel. And I looked humiliated going home. I had to catch, and it was a 30-minute bus ride from where I was all the way back home. My grandmother, I was living with my grandmother at the time. She did not drive. She actually had dropped me off. She took me to the campsite originally, but I did not want to call her to tell her to come get me because I was too embarrassed. I was too upset. I caught the bus all the way home. I sat all the way in the back of the bus, close to tears, very close to tears. And I just sat with my head hanging down in the back of the bus until I got off the bus. Then I had to walk almost maybe a half a mile from the bus stop to my grandmother's house. So that walk was even more devastating. And when I got in the house, I just couldn't hold it together anymore. I got in the house, my grandmother asked me what happened. My grandmother looked at me and was like, what happened to your clothes? Where's your stuff? And as soon as she said that, I broke down in tears, and I was like, they stole my stuff. They took my stuff. I never want to go to camp ever again. I was just devastated. I mean, to this day, I still think about it because I never want for my kids to go through anything. I never want for anybody's kid to go through something that traumatic. It was, I mean, people who bully and people who tease other people and do malicious things like stealing your stuff, taking stuff that don't belong to them, all for the sake of a laugh and a joke. It can be very damaging. It could really fuck a person up, literally. Some people don't come back from that. I was lucky because I was able to have a support system and people actually stand in my corner to say, you know, you're better than that, you're better than them, don't let that get you down. Not everybody has that. Not everybody has those type of people in their corner, and sometimes actions like that can really damage a person's self-esteem. I just want to say that a lot of these story times, they may be funny, but some of them are very serious. Some of them can actually really teach a lesson. This is one of those stories. This is one of the stories that are very serious, and it means a lot to me and my character. I just hope you guys took something away from this story. Alright guys, with that being said, I'm gonna holler at you in the next video. Peace.